Welcome back to my Legacy of the Void campaign playthrough. In the previous episode, we finally set foot aboard the Spear of Adun, the last of the 3 Protoss Arc ships. Essentially, its sole purpose is to make sure that civilization of the Protoss continues existing even when everything else is going terrible. Anyways, upon boarding the Spear of Adun, I could choose between 2 different destinations. I could choose to go to Shakuras, or I could head on over to Korhal. And since Zerathul's prophecies told us to get the Keystone or the Xel'Naga Artifact, I decided to head on over to Korhal to look for James Raynor. Now, Jim indeed was more than willing to give the Keystone to us. However, he did need some help with the Mobius Corps.
That's a hell of a thing your boys did, Artanis. Sky Shield is back online. We're about to call down the cavalry.
Thank you, Raynor.
We'll join you on the surface and extract the Keystone.
I got some bad news for you. Seems our friends below had the same idea.
Are you kidding me?
While we were fighting to get planetside, the Imperial Palace was raided. Security data indicates the Keystone was taken.
Of course.
My mama used to have a saying, when it rains, it floods.
I am uncertain as to how this saying is helpful, friend Raynor.
Me either. Wait a minute. I'm getting intel. A Mobius Corps evac team is headed toward Bennett Port. They got the Keystone.
We shall not let them escape.
Nothing is going quite well for the Protoss.
The Solar Core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
Nice. So I, of course, did do the bonus objectives, giving me a bunch of Solarite, and I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and spend that over at the Solar Core. First off, though, let's have a quick little chat with Raynor.
It's looking bad, Artanis. A lot of dead people down there. We gotta take these bastards out.
What could have led these Terrans to come under AMON's thrall?
They were assigned to some top-secret details, running security at Dr. Narud's hybrid research labs. After Valerian re-established the government, the Mobius Foundation went dark. Last transmissions were chaotic, crazed. Next thing we know, the attack started.
Then AMON has turned them into his slaves, an army. They are dangerous, but they are only the start of the war to come.
You always were the optimistic sort.
Yeah, so it turns out AMON is quite literally corrupting everything that he can. Well, before we go anywhere though, let's have a look at the Solar Core.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Such coincidence.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the Solar Core whenever you are ready.
Nice. The quality of these cutscenes is so high as well. There are many more of them and they seem much nicer. They look much nicer than
Select the core to start reviewing your options,
in Wings and in Heart of the Swarm. Anyways, I can select the core to apparently allocate Solarite. Let's have a look.
This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch.
Hey, thank you very much,
Current
Karax.
available Solarite is displayed here.
Oh,
Any
okay.
leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems. You may begin diverting Solarite now.
So I can pick up Chrono Search, which increases the structure's unit's warp in and research speed by 1000% for 20 seconds. That's obviously super helpful, right? I'm assuming that also applies to the Nexus. So if I could Chrono Boost out workers, I mean, that's kind of one of the you know, main strengths in StarCraft 2, just building up that early game economy. At the very least, that is assuming that we even get to create any workers in the next game. Or in the next mission, rather. Apparently, there's also warp-in reinforcements that I cannot quite get, but it can quickly warp in a pylon with 2 melee warriors and 2 ranged warriors as well. That's for 50 solar, right? Then there's the solar lance as well as the temporal field. Creates 3 temporal fields that freeze enemy units and structures in time for 20 seconds. Well, I do want to pick up a variety of these, so I don't think I'm really gonna... Yeah, just sort of like with Heart of the Swarm, right? I think I'm gonna like, you know, switch around a bunch of these abilities continuously and sort of try them all out. I do have a little bit of Solarite left over, so I can put those in the auxiliary systems, provide extra supply at the start of each mission, reducing the need to build pylons. Okay. Or I could reduce the time required to warp structures onto the battlefield. Starting supply or construction time reduction. I guess it doesn't really matter all too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit right there into the starting supply. Plus 15 is actually pretty substantial. Actually, is that 5% here as well? Ooh, that's not bad at all. All right, let's go ahead and go with the starting supply for the time being, and I'll probably switch around the Solarite quite a bit. Alrighty, thank you very much, Carex, for getting apparently this synthetic star back up and running.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful.
Really? That was the full conversation? I didn't quite realize that he actually just grew 2 arms. It's kind of cool. Apparently, by the way, I read one of the comments in the previous episodes as well. They have really put a lot of work into the details. Apparently, in a mission where the nerf cords get severed, if you select one of the enemy zealots, you can see that they still have their nerf cords, because obviously they are under the command of AMON. But if you select your own zealot, you could see that their nerf cords were shattered. Now, I missed that subtle little detail, but there certainly seem to be a lot of these little details so far in Legacy of the Void. Really, the quality is probably better than Wings and Heart of the Swarm so far. Rohana, how are you doing today?
I must remind you, our sacred law, the Deul, clearly forbids us to interfere with lesser beings, unless there is a direct threat to the Empire. Your choice to aid these Terrans is perplexing.
Why do you assume
I was gonna say, Rohana.
Beings, Rohana?
I do not make an assumption. Gaze upon them. Unsophisticated.
Compliment me. Rohana, please. I need it.
Orifices. Mouths.
Many, including myself, once thought as you do. But I have seen their nobility. In time, you will also.
Ugh. They communicate through their orifices. Disgusting. Can't believe it. Anyways, let's have a look at the Centurion and the Dragoon once again, just because I kind of want to. I'm gonna pick up the Zealot, which means that I have Whirlwind, and I also want to pick up the Stalker, so I have Blink as well as Phase Reactor. I'm probably gonna forget about Phase Reactor quite a couple of times, but basically I want to continuously blink my Stalkers to make sure that we regenerate HP on them. Or I guess some of the shields. I guess we still usually want to use it whenever they are running a little bit low. And there they are running in the background. They're like, yes! Cold is the void. You should just put on a hat then. But anyways, yeah, without further ado, I think I've done everything that there is to do on the Spear of Adun so far. Let us have a look at the Celestial Array.
Mobius Corps is making their way to Bennett Port with the artifact. We gotta stop them before they get away with it.
Nice. So apparently I will get access to the Immortal here as well. Can I make you guys dance? Dance for me. There we go. Hostile dancing detected. So this is where the Keystone is located. Now, nothing is really going quite well for the Protoss so far. First, you know, obviously they tried to invade Ayer, or Ayer rather, doesn't really work. And then the Kala gets corrupted and basically everything is going terribly. Then finally, when there seemed to be some light at the end of the tunnel, when we unlocked the Spear of Adun, immediately the Keystone that we need from the prophecies apparently has been stolen once again. Now, completing the bonus rewards over here apparently will give me more Solarite. Definitely want to try and grab that. And apparently, I also have an achievement called Mental Breakdown. Destroy 80 or more enemies affected by the disruption on the Brothers in Arms mission. Isn't that a song from... The Dire Straits? Oh yeah, I just quickly looked it up. Apparently it indeed is. Anyways, we will unlock the Immortal, the Assault Strider. It can use Barrier to absorb a damage. Brutal has been selected. It's time to launch.
Welcome to Bennett Port. At least what's left of it. Mobius Corps entrenched themselves here to keep us from the artifact.
A Turtle Terran?
Valerian's setting up his base now.
Ugh, just like the ladder.
Raynor, what is happening?
The hybrid are channeling void energy into the Keystone. The resulting psionic disruption has overwhelmed the Terrans.
Deploy our Immortals. We need heavy assault to protect these Terrans until the disruption subsides.
Alrighty.
Man, that's 2 I owe you, Artanis. Felt like I was losing my damn mind.
The Keystone is recharging, Commander. They will surely activate it again soon. We must reclaim it.
You ain't kidding. Let's lock and load, partner.
Alrighty. So I do think we are going to be able to build up our own base, which is nice. I will have the Chrono Search available, but it's 75 energy, so it's actually, you know, pretty expensive. But that's alright. Look at my robotics facility, though. Always good. Anyway, let us get started by once again building up that
We can construct Immortals from the robotics facility.
Yep.
They are quite effective at sieging enemies or defending our allies.
They do have their barrier activated automatically. They're a little bit different.
Alright. My boys are taking this fight to Mobius Corps. And once you got your defenses in place, bring the heat.
Okay, so in the top right-hand corner, we can see when the next disruption is gonna hit. That's probably when I should try to move out to, at the very least, obtain the achievement for this mission as well. Don't really care too much about
This
it.
disruption has hit my forces hard. We've taken heavy casualties, and we're going to need more time to establish our fortifications. Do what you can to keep them at bay.
Already on it. Your position will be secure till they fire off that Keystone again.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to try and defend Valerian here as well. Not all too impressed with his macros so far. Look at this. What's going on here? He's queuing up units. He does have tech reactors though, which is pretty cool. Anyways, let us go ahead and saturate our gas here. I want to make sure that I grab myself a forge too.
Several of our Dominion research facilities are reporting that they are under attack. If you can rescue them,
okay,
I'll return any Protoss technology they've collected to you. I
can use that. I would like to know if there's maybe an expansion or something nearby. I don't really know exactly what mission we're gonna, you know, we're gonna get where we already, I don't know exactly in what mission we will finally start unlocking a second base is what I'm trying to say. Do get some free resources, which is nice. It is always worth checking out the different corners, it looks like. I would like to use Chrono Search in just a little bit though, so I'm actually not gonna spend all too much money over here, because I really want to boost out as many workers as I can. Now this is Raynor's base over here. I don't think there's gonna be a whole lot else we can grab, but... Alright, Chrono Search in 2, 1, let us go. Ooh, we can indeed boost out workers.
I'm detecting a significant energy spike. I expect the Keystone will emit
there's a
another
base.
disruption nova soon.
Woo! Alright, well, and all of a sudden, my base is fully saturated. Apparently, there is indeed a base that I can grab. Well, I'm gonna need some more workers in just a little bit. But we can go ahead and grab ourselves an expansion, and... I should probably do that. Alright, so I need to try and defend, I suppose? I don't really have a lot of units over here. Oh, no, misplaced. I've got a couple of Immortals. Question, is that enough? There are I think that's his hybrid, right? There's a bunch of, yeah, okay. Who wins in a one-on-one engagement, a hybrid or an Immortal? Turns out the hybrids are pretty good, but not as good as Immortals. Alright, very good. And I should also start up my upgrades here. Alright. Get him, boys! Just move forward. Yeah, all of Valerian's base is also in trouble. By the way, who's the current emperor? Oh god. Was not quite ready for that. But what I do have is the Spear of Adun up in the sky. Say hello. Although, that really didn't work out as well as I had anticipated. I was hoping that it was gonna be alright there. 18 seconds remaining. These hybrids will soon be attackable again, but I do think I got a little bit too greedy here. Alright, 3 seconds. I don't want to lose my immortals. No!
Commander, our forces are ready. The Dominion is engaging Mobius Corps.
Oh, God. That was not great. That was not great at all. I actually got a little bit too greedy there, getting that expansion up and running already. Definitely a little bit sooner than you're supposed to, I'm pretty sure, but... yeah, it's okay. I had Blink there, Lowko. You don't need to research Blink in the campaign.
Liberated a Dominion facility.
Oh, I did?
Can't believe we made it out alive. Some of our medics will stay behind.
I mean, I did.
In case you
obviously.
Mobius Corps has turned their sights upon our nexus.
Nice.
Prepare for battle.
All will worship or be forever silent.
I wonder if I'm not playing a little bit too greedy, though. Because, I mean, we're losing quite a lot of units over here. I mean, I might be able to hold on. Using, once again, the Spear of Adun, but... not ideal. Alright, well, as long as I manage to max out here, though, we're gonna be in a good spot. Let us go ahead and grab another upgrade here as well. I'll go double immortal production. Basically, I'm sort of trying to build up that economy, and once I get the eco up and running, I'm gonna be in a great spot. Up to that point, though, it's all gonna be a little bit flimsy, because I'm spending the majority of my resources on getting more and more and more of those probes out. Let's make 2 more gateways. I don't know exactly how many I will be able to afford, but I am getting close right now to maxing out as far as resources go on this base. I don't really need the gases, I don't think. To make a couple of zealots here as well. Obviously, they do have their spin, right? You guys do have your spinny spin, right? Yeah, they do have whirlwind. Very good. Let's make another pylon over here too, and maybe I should even consider getting some photon cannons over in this area too. Anyway, next disruption is gonna hit in just a little bit. Definitely want to try and
Hierarch, I'm
make sure that we're not gonna lose.
Energy spike. I expect the Keystone will emit another disruption nova soon.
Can we maybe make a pylon over in Raynor's base? I think that would be very helpful. And then at the same time, you can produce one over here too. We really need to try and grab as many immortals as we can. Calm down! I have energy ready to go, which is good. So that does mean that I can use my orbital strikes here. Don't know if it's once again gonna be 2 different attack waves. Looks like it's actually this time around heading towards the south. Alright. I'm only seeing 1 attack wave here so far. Ooh, these are different ones though. Okay, very good. Oh no, there is gonna be a second attack wave here as well. Can I make some more? I'm gonna go triple robotics facility. Probably not a terrible idea. Immortals are absolutely phenomenal, it turns out, against all of these units. Okay, here's the second wave. I'm a little more worried about this one, to be frank. Well, I guess we are capable of microing decently well, though. And my army is becoming much bigger here already. There we go. Okay, good. And this is the power of that economy, right? Didn't even need to use my energy there. Perfect.
Damn, that's one hell of a headache. Thanks for the help, Artanis.
Hey, no worries. Do have to be careful that I don't make just zealots, because I'm definitely going to be spending quite a bit of gas here on immortals. Maybe I should just get these gases going then as well. Okay, very good. Producing out of a whole bunch of these units right now, or a whole bunch of these gateways right now, as well as robotic facilities. Very nice. Trying to push forward. These missions are pretty tricky though. I've noticed that. Like the difficulty level of Legacy of the Void also seems a little bit higher. There we go. Do you even fire shots if you don't do that sound effect?
SCVs, establish a fortification line here.
I've got a feeling yet you do not. Alright, I'm gonna help out the northern end a little bit more, because I do think we should probably head on over there too. Alright. Just make pylons until we're done. There we go. Now I'm done making pylons for a little while. Next disruption is gonna hit in just a bit. I kind of want to wait for all of these units to go into stasis. I'm pretty sure in order to get the achievement, I needed to destroy units while that stasis was going on. So I should probably make a push for it while that's going on and see if maybe that's possible. So, you know, I don't really want to push too aggressively over here. Just because that seems bad. Now both of the command centers apparently need to survive. So I was just wondering what my lose condition is. It is if Valerian's and Raynor's bases both end up taking critical damage. Next disruption is gonna hit in just a bit. Let us just get a big force out and wait. There we go. That face shield is so good as well, though. I wonder what's better. Dragoons are pretty good, but...
I'm detecting a significant energy spike. I expect the Keystone will emit another disruption nova soon.
Okay. We're just waiting. Okay, let's save. Let's go. I'm assuming they're gonna push over here. No, they're not. Go, go, go to the south, boys! Okay. I'm gonna lose a couple of Valerian's units here. Or I guess I'm technically not losing them, but... Second attack wave now coming up as well. We don't want to take too long destroying all of these hybrids, because otherwise they're going to group up with the others as well. Still killing a lot of units while this is all going on. Very nice. First attack wave just barely dealt with in the nick of time, and here's going to be the second one too. Oh my god, the amount of immortals that we have is kind of ludicrous. Look how much. Look how much damage. Can we go 2-2? No, we can't yet. That'd be good though, but...
The attackers have fallen. Forge ahead to the
Keystone's
location.
Our Protoss army obviously is not affected by any of this shenanigans. You kidding me? We're not a bunch of pathetic Terrans who talk with their mouths? Who talks with their mouths in 2018?
Dark there for a while. Good thing you've got our backs.
Oh, we are gonna shred the next one. The next one isn't even gonna be
Their
close.
defenses. Let's get some bunkers out there.
Alright, alright. I don't want to push too hard though.
Push the battle line forward.
I don't want to push too hard. Thing is, if I push too aggressively, I'm a little worried that if I push too aggressively, I'm a little worried I won't get the achievement. I hope I understood the achievement correctly. Maybe I misread it. I am known to make those silly mistakes. Alright, so pushing our way towards the second research facility.
Thank heavens. Almost everyone died. Just a few medevacs left. I'll send them to support the Emperor's forces.
The waves are so sick. Hey, wait! You're gonna actually go to the direction? Oh, that's sick. I thought it was target firing down the Stalker there, but apparently blinking does not change the way that lands. Let's go for the next bonus objective too. I don't want to destroy too much during this cycle, I suppose. We are currently maxed out, by the way, courtesy of my workers in the early game. I'm gonna lose a few immortals, which kind of sucks, but they'll be back by the time that the next push hits. I could even make some photon cannons if I really wanted to. We could even cannon rush AMON. We could just push a bunch of cannons across the map. Let's do it over here. Alright, so I want to try and pick up the bonus objective during this wave. And then very soon we can clean all of this shenanigans up.
Thank you for your help. Our last science vessels are on their way to the front line.
And I guess now we just wait a minute.
Valerian, we have secured all of the threatened facilities.
I promise you, I won't forget this kindness, Hierarch.
Hey, no worries. All I need is the Xel'Naga Keystone. That's the only thing I need, Valerian. And T, that too. So I don't want to push right now. Just want to wait for a second.
Another disruption will occur soon.
Yep.
Remember, we can use this time
science
to protect our
vessels.
allies from the hybrid, or attack Mobius Corps.
So, science vessels obviously heal up mechanical units. And it turns out, indeed, immortals are mechanical. We knew that, but it still looks funny to see that. Here's a little known fact. Immortals can be healed up as well with repair. You can repair immortals. Alright, let's go. Mr. Immortal! Want to set up a bit of a concave over here, though. There we go. Mental breakdown. Spear of Adun. From the skies. I mean, I got basically... I basically have a bunch of immortals and stalkers right now. Second attack wave coming up in just a second, but we are absolutely shredding through this. I mean, I was saying that the mission seemed a little bit harder than in Heart of the Swarm, but I guess economy is pretty helpful. Oh, these have Storm? I don't have feedback. Doesn't matter though, I've got immortals. Storming immortals. They don't really care. They don't really care, they just regenerate their shields anyway.
Have survived the hybrid's assault. Continue onward, warriors.
Should we just go up to the high ground? I think I am going up to the high ground. Okay. Getting myself a couple more gateways. There we go. Just spamming those all over the place. And let us go ahead and construct a pylon over there too, so I can easily reinforce these units. Now, they are gonna once again continue fighting, but...
This doesn't get any easier. Time to take them out.
You know that when you're murdering Marines with immortals, that you've got a lot of immortals. It's a good indication. If you got enough immortals to destroy Marine armies...
Nice work. That area's secure. I'll set up some defenses.
Alright, I'm losing a little more than I was hoping for right now, though, but... did I lose the probe that was gonna... I think I may have. Not ideal. But we're just pushing onwards. I should probably actually just make some more of these as well. No particular reason not to. I've got resources for days, and... Remaxing, even if we lose a bunch of our immortals, is still gonna be... faster this way. Oh, maybe you guys should go back to mining, though. There we go. Alright. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it just... Oh my god! A shiny new car! That is awesome. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. Oh, I had a lot of HP as well.
Oh man, my car! Why does this keep happening?
This is what I mean, man. The amount of details, so sick. That is so cool. I love that. Not a lot of companies seem to do that, but that was really cool. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna stand right here. Gonna maybe make a pylon over here. That'd be great too. Raynor finally starting to pull some of his weight as well. Guess I can warp in a few more stalkers, and I should probably morph these gateways over to warp gates as well. Oh, you know what? We can just win. I didn't think we were gonna be able to just win right here, but...
Well, that did it. We pushed Mobius Corps back.
Warp it on the board, please.
Damn. Look at this place. Even the Zerg didn't tear into the city like this.
I guess that's humans for you right there. Humans aren't particularly nice to each other. Maybe it's because of our mouths. More cinematics? Dude. Valerian is such a better man than his father ever was. I guess this is the perfect moment for him to take control, but there's not a whole lot left over to take control over.
Did you know this warrior?
No. But I know his story. I know all their stories. None of them ever think it'll end like this. Reports been coming in from all over. Dominion worlds overrun. Outposts destroyed. A lot more dead boys out there. Warriors.
Death is the fate of all warriors. A fate we too may soon embrace.
Fate ain't written, Artanis. Way I see it, if Zeratul believed you could make a difference in all this, then this fight's just begun.
It is your custom to shake the hand of a friend, is it not?
Even when they have 4 fingers, yes.
Give him hell, Artanis.
Man, this campaign is so freaking good. Raynor doesn't seem to be slowing down either though, right? Raynor does not take a holiday. He takes no time off. We did successfully complete this mission and man, I gotta say that was a really good one once again. Turns out Immortals are indeed pretty good against Hybrid. Now, we did indeed get all of the bonus objectives completed as well. I got the achievement too, which is awesome. That means that I will not need to revisit this mission anymore, I don't think. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. Special shout out to the Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for directly supporting the channel. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.